Hey, what is up guys, BoHD here, and I managed to get my hands on the all-new LG G3 a little bit early before it's actually available in the United States. So I figured I would go ahead and unbox it for you all to give you guys an idea as to what you can expect to see included in the box. Now I will note this is the Korean G3, so there will be some slight differences here and there, such as the mobile branding on the side and a few minor other things, so I just wanted to give you guys a heads up since the US version will look slightly different. But if we go ahead and slide off the top of the G3 box, we'll see the LG G3 sitting right on top, taking up the entire front of the box. And bam, this thing is just sexy looking with those very slim bezels the G2 really made famous, and that all new brushed aluminum back cover with tapered edges. It definitely adds a ton of style that makes it look much more advanced and premium. But this is an unboxing, so there's still much more to be unboxed. So if we go ahead and put that off to the side for a moment and take a look at what lies underneath of the G3, we'll first find the LG G3 instructions and setup guide, which, side note, is pretty freaking awesome looking in Korean with those anime characters. I really hope we have such a cool looking booklet in the US version. But below that is the 3.5mm headphones that are actually really nice looking, and they perform surprisingly well for a throw in the box included headphones. I would definitely give these guys a shot before you just stash them away and never see them again. And so below that we'll find the standard micro USB charging cable, which is pretty standard and really not too exciting. And then we'll find an included external 3000 mAh battery because the G3 now includes a removable back, so you can easily swap out the batteries when they're running low. Then there's also the standard wall wart with an international and US outlet plug, so you'll pretty much be able to charge this device no matter where you are in the world. And then the last thing in the box actually surprised me a little bit, and that was an included battery charging dock that doubles as a stand. So basically you can hold your G3 and use it to play games or really do whatever you like, and it will also charge the battery that slips into the side. So it's definitely different, but cool that it's included. So that is everything that is in the box. The Korean version definitely has a lot included, that's for sure. So it'll be interesting to see if we'll see the same sort of things included in the US version. But if we switch gears and focus our attention back on the star of the show, the LG G3, we'll see that it definitely resembles the previous LG G2 in that the button placement is relatively the same, with nothing on the left-hand side or right-hand side of the phone. The IR blaster is still on top, with the 3.5mm headphone jack and micro USB charging port down below at the bottom. And then the front is also very minimalistic with that standard 2.1 megapixel front-facing camera and various camera sensors at the top. And then there's nothing on the bottom except for the LG logo, since all the buttons for navigating the G3 are in the software. But really all of the main differences take place on the back, where you'll find a newly included laser autofocus sensor next to the 13 megapixel camera, along with a dual LED flash and redesigned volume and power buttons that are much more pronounced and refined to better fit your fingers. And then finally you'll see that all new brushed metal back cover, while still plastic, feels incredibly nice to the hands. I'm actually really surprised at just how much this phone feels like legitimate metal. It actually reminds me of the HTC One M8 in that it gives off a kind of cool to the touch feeling, but unlike the HTC One M8, the back is removable so you can easily swap out the battery and insert a micro SD card slot for external storage, which is pretty awesome. But if we power on the G3 and take a look around, we'll see up front and center is the display, which is fantastic. It's a 5.5-inch LCD 2560 by 1440 resolution display with a 538 pixel per inch index, and there's no question it looks good. I'd say it's definitely hard to notice the difference between this display and a 1080p display, but nonetheless it still looks pretty fantastic. And since LG has really toned down their UI with a much more flat and simple style, I'd say it really helps show off the display since the icons and fonts and everything are just much more crisp and sharp. But just by first impressions, the G3 seems like it's a very fast and smooth device. The display is awesome, and I just really can't wait to test out the rest of the phone. So let me know what you guys are interested with the G3. What would you like to see me cover? Let me know by leaving me a comment right down below that thumbs up button. And if you'd like to see more LG G3 coverage, make sure you click that subscribe button right down here so you can stay up to date with all of my latest tech news and reviews. But with that said, that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you want to take a look at my review of the Galaxy S5, you can do so right here. And if you want more LG action, you can check out my review of the LG G Pad Google Play Edition, if that's something you'd be interested in. But as always, guys, I'm BoHD from How To and More. Thanks for watching.